Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is a type of receiver, David. When he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback empties his backfield. On second down, just keeps firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's running free down the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history. And just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up. The quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to throw, it's Coates. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. Going for it all. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now they'll run the draw. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it, feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Trying to find his man on first down. He wants to go deep. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he knows where he's going with it. He was able to make a jump on the ball and end up picking it off.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They go to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking to throw, it's Coates. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's kind of tough when QBs drop back. They're trying to protect the football and throw. A lot of times you get some good shots. And if you rip at that football, you can cause an even bigger play and get that fumble to go to the side.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ducks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
35, Penn State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to...
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. The ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got him downfield.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here on 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the running back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're trying to get to him. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Oregon. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Wallace. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
Yeah, you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed icing.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
I seen this shit.
Looking downfield, it's Coates.
I remade my hands bill. Made him a little faster. I like the way this one moved. The skinnier nigga moved better than my champion.
Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, it's way better. I should have made the skinny nigga jump.
Nowhere to go in the ball.
Yeah, nigga, he feel way faster with that motherfucker.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes draws the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job pushing the turnover.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off the defense's effort.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field.
It's sad you can't even, it's almost to the point you can't even go in wreck without 5. Damn it, like, shit.
Make those big plays.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll leave it with him. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One more snap coming before halftime. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to let it go.
this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but instead they'll take the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Looking to throw on second down. Fires into trap back, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at...
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding
butt ass is hooping with you though.
Gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand.
Jumped on this motherfucker. Who's at the 2?
They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here?
Oh, yeah, I have multiple like different lineups.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards.
The CPs.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions. Work on offense now. One of the most valuable things in quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
We definitely clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
I knew it. He always broke that first
game. David, I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some
And the quarterback is snowed under.
He was on.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he intercepts it. He'll go down right there, but one come up with that turnover. 1st down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They're trying to send the
I was
message
running
with this
I was
running
in
game.
matchups. That nigga Feast kept spamming me with invites.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Ducks in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
It's a CFB game, but I ran whatever.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
No, college football, dynasty game. Yeah, I'm in this. I guess you can say ranked this season. Niggas in this bitch.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open
where
this
you out.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The freshman able to get home with the sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
I need to grab another beer anyway.
He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The give to the back. Push down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Right, defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to